Somebody is targeting Cube World with denial of service attacks. Drop me a line in the comments below, but first, my opinion. I'm Tarmack and this is Feature Creep. Cube World looks really familiar. To the uninitiated, I've heard its appearance described as Minecraft 2, and I have a hard time arguing with that viewpoint. It's a voxel-based game, which for the layman essentially means that it's made of blocks. It doesn't have the mining or building though, which does take the game in an entirely different direction. What the game boils down to is exploration. It's technically infinite in all directions with dungeons, forests, towns, and monsters of all shapes and sizes. You can level forever despite an overall power cap, you can craft items, upgrade your weapons, and includes pet taming, boats, hang gliders, and more. It's currently in an alpha stage, albeit pretty light on bugs, that you can pay to be a part of, much like the Minecraft launch where you get access to all future versions of the game as they're released. But the Cube World launch has been plagued with issues. When Wollay opened up the store, it was brought down in a matter of minutes with a Google Trends graph that looks like a 6+ earthquake on the Richter scale. The volume of traffic was simply that high and he couldn't get the server back online for a couple of days. It's one of those situations where you just feel terrible for the developer. Him and his wife are a two-person dev team and simply weren't prepared for the demand of this title. And then the attacks began. According to Wollay's Twitter account, his servers have been the target of specifically timed denial of service attacks which have rendered authentication, purchasing, and so on incapacitated. The tendency is for the attacks to occur in the evening European time, which sheds some light on the likely location of the attackers. Obviously, I don't blame European gamers, it's probably just one person doing this. So Wollay is left with the unappealing choice of leaving everything on and let there be a crappy experience for everybody, or turn the store website features off to try and at least keep it pleasant for those who have already purchased the title. Now, it's probably some script kiddie upset that the store went down before they could buy a copy in the first place. For those that are unaware, a script kiddie is a person who downloads hacking tools. Back in the day, it was programs like Sub7, Back Orifice, Ping Bombs, etc., but really is just using the app and has no real knowledge of hacking at all. They just like to pretend they know what they're doing. There is the possibility that this is a larger group that is more organized, but then the attacks would likely be going on all day, all the time. Frankly, I'm a little pissed, for a number of reasons. First of all, this is not some mega corporation that has plenty of resources to throw around to fix the server issues. It's a two-person dev team, very likely relying on this as their future income. Second, it hurts those who have purchased the game who now have to deal with lag and server downtime. Third, people who want to buy into the paid alpha can't because this script kiddie has his panties in a knot. Fourth, and most importantly of all, they're depriving gamers of a really excellent title. To quote Dane Cook, it's a blasty blast. Of all the ignorant asshole moves to pull, when people attack indies, we all lose. At the moment, independent developers are really the only source of innovation coming from the game industry, and they need to be supported at every turn. So for those wanting the game but unable to get it, please have as much patience as you can muster. I assure you that it's worth the wait. And please don't punish Wollay for the actions of the few, or for being too small to deal with the overwhelming demand for this game. That's all I have to say. Tarmack out.